guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Booktober day 10, I think. It's another Tag Tuesday here for Booktober. Today I'm doing the Pumpkin Spice Latte book tag. I have no idea who created this. It's just one of those like things that I've seen around and I was like, short, easy, sweet, perfect, beautiful. So that is what we're gonna just do today. Just hang out, talk a little bit of books. This is gonna be on the shorter side to give myself a little bit of a break in preparation for tomorrow. So the first question is Pumpkin Spice Latte, a book that is often hated on but is delicious. Something that you like that the masses typically don't. Truthfully, my answer for this is almost always Lightlark, because this is one of those polarizing books that like people hate, and rightfully so. Like there's so many flaws, so many things to just completely diss on this book, and it's so valid every time. But I genuinely had so much fun reading this book. I thought it was a blast. I thought it was just like an incredibly easy YA book to read, and I just enjoyed the premise, even though like the synopsis doesn't quite fit the actual book itself. Minus the controversy that came with this, I thought it was just fun. I have good memories of reading it. I enjoyed it. I don't know what else to say, man. I kind of liked it. Lightlark, if you don't know, for some reason, written by Alex Astor, is basically following this girl, Isla, whatever. And she is a wildling, and every 100 years the main island of Lightlark opens up, and the 6 rulers, I think there's 6, kind of come together, and it's not really a competition. They're kind of trying to work together to break a curse, and that's basically the gist. The curses are different for each of the realms. Each realms have different powers. I thought the magic system was pretty cool, and I actually really enjoy the atmosphere and just like the setting. The characters definitely could be improved upon, but overall I had a good time and I thought it was fun. The next one is Fall is my favorite season, a cliche you can't get enough of. One of my favorite cliches specific to fall, seances in books, specifically like a haunted house seance, or boarding school girls getting together to be a little bit witchy doing a seance. I love seances in my book. A Lesson in Vengeance, The Death of Jane Lawrence, both of those have really good seances in them. There was something else. Oh, The Writing Retreat. That one is a thriller that has a bit of like a seance kind of vibe. It doesn't quite go there, but I just think they're so fun. Like that is one of my favorite tropes in like a witchy fall autumn book, especially if it's on the horror side. I don't know, there's just something about it that is so much fun every time, and there's so many directions that you can take it in, whether like it's truly paranormal or not. They're just fun, they're spooky, they set the tone really well. Oh, it's so good. Okay. Sweater Weather to T-shirt Weather, a book you thought was one thing but was completely different by the end. For this, I absolutely had to go with, this is where, oh, I always get the title wrong. This is where we should talk. This is where we talk things out. I think it's This Is Where We Talk Things Out by Caitlin something. I'll have it on the screen, I'm sorry. This is a novella horror that I went into pretty blind. I didn't know what it was going to be about or what was going to go on, and I was so shocked by the end. I was scared. I felt the heebie-jeebies under my skin. I was so uncomfortable, but like in exactly the best way when it comes to reading a horror. I didn't have like real expectations. All I really knew about this was that a mother and daughter were gonna like reconnect a little bit over like a Christmas break, if you will. Great winter setting. I highly recommend reading this in the winter, maybe November, depending on what time you're excited for snow. But yeah, it really sets the mood well. It's short, so it's really easy to read, and it's pretty quick, but boy does it pack a punch. Alright, the next one is Spoops. Do you have spooky books on your TBR? Yeah, absolutely, always. It never ends. If you look at, I have a Biblius TBR. I also have a Becca's Bookoplathon, Spookoplathon version. I have both of those TBRs on my channel, which feature some spookier books. Off the bat, I would really love to get to Delicious Monsters this year. I would love to read Nana this year. I think both of those also work for Blackoween. Those are two like spooky books that I just could not stop thinking about today when I looked at these questions. I was like, yes, those are the two that I just really, really, really got to get to. Alright, the next question is tarot reading, a 5-star prediction. I'm gonna be so basic and honest with you. Any horror or young adult horror, I always think it's gonna be 5 stars. Specifically young adult horror, like Loot, Blood and Moonlight, Wilder Girls, Sadie, The Project, What Big Teeth, like any of those books, I just, for whatever reason, young adult horror just has my heart and soul, and every single time I look at a cover, I'm like, yes, that is a 5-star prediction. That is absolutely going to be a favorite book. Am I often disappointed? Yes. But do I still hold out hope for these books? Always, forever. I'm just, I can't help myself. I just have such high expectations. I'm so excited for them. Alright, and we're already at the last question. Some of these tags are like incredibly short. I should probably like space them out so there's like more questions, but you know, it is what it is. Sephora Sage and Crystal Set, a book that meant well but missed the mark by a landslide. I had a bit of a tough time with this one. I should have grabbed the book because that would have made sense to hold it. But I had a hard time with this one because I don't give out too many 1-star or 2 stars, and when I do, I usually go into them like not super hopeful to begin with. But one that I did give 3 stars that was a major letdown was House of Hollows. I will be talking about this in an upcoming reading vlog soon, so if you want full thoughts, that'll be there. But this is one of those stories that I was so excited for. I've heard such good things. The premise was so cool. And it felt flat for me. I just wasn't as invested or interested in the story. I felt like it didn't shine in the ways that I wanted it to. It's following primarily 2 of 3 sisters who at a young age disappeared, came back a while later, have like some weird magic going on with them, and one of their sisters disappears, and they basically go try to solve a mystery. And maybe that's my like main issue, is that it's more of a mystery, but the horror elements just weren't quite strong enough for me. I didn't love the characters very much. I didn't understand like their bond, and I just didn't get like a good feel for who they really are. And the main character, Iris, just like wasn't my favorite to be with. I think I would have preferred to be with one of the other 2 sisters more and just like in their head instead, but my cat is being so silly. But yeah, that one was a bit of a letdown. Again, full thoughts will be coming up soon though. But yeah, that was one that I was really pretty bummed about this year. I really thought it was going to be 5 stars. I thought I was going to be obsessed with it and love, and I unfortunately was not. But that is it for this tag. This is such a short video. I'm so sorry. Check back tomorrow where it'll be like, we're getting on schedule. I know I didn't post one yesterday because I ended up having to drive to Portland to pick Austin up, so it was like a really late night, and I just didn't have the spoons or the energy, so I do apologize, but I will be so much better. I promise you. I keep saying that. We're still getting back into like the swing of life. I do apologize. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.